what that means.
Don't.
304. You don't know what 304 is?
You don't know what a
Does that mean
304?
hoe?
Yeah.
So Salty, some of the people like from my
Once
big
upon a
panel
time,
over
I
there,
was a hoe. Sorry.
they were asking like, are you doing? I told them I was like, they could pretty much catch up on the tea. Like, are you giving them like a timeline of like what happened?
Well, damn, Dana.
Yes, we can do that.
That's what I told them. I was like,
F the Wrens. Okay.
okay, because all these shores in the comments were asking me about that.
Yes, freaking shores. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Saltyteaquila.
Saltyteaquila.
Y'all, please tap. If everyone can fill that bar at the top, please.
Tap.
We're gonna tap and share, and let's get some people in here. And once we get to 5K likes, we're going to start. I got a lot of screenshots to share. Ellie, what you did? You
Wow, Ellie.
Sky, how are you, my pookie?
How you guys? Cammy, I will.
Oh, Lord, Kim.
Ellie, you have had a day.
Swear to God.
You gonna lose 15 pounds, Ellie, by the time you go home. All that walking.
We're going to have to do a damn thing on chamomile as her obsession.
This to read Harold, that would be amazing for my clout sister down in the comments. Chamomile tea.
Poor guy.
She has chlamydia. I would like to let everyone know.
Wait,
Oh,
has
my
Kimmy even
God.
talked to him?
Huckleberry, not everybody over here knows that you're fucking joking.
Here we go.
That's what makes it even funnier.
Guys, it's a joke. It's a joke.
It's just fun trolling, guys.
We live to troll.
Thank y'all for tapping. But what do you guys think? What do y'all think about this whole case going on? Like the ones that are the day ones, like, did we foresee it ending up like this? Because honestly, like the Wrens were quiet and
But did you ever not believe them though? I believed them.
But you know what? We watched videos today from like October of last year where Justin was on live saying all of this.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's crazy because I
And a lot of people
never
were
gave it
hating
a
him
thought.
for saying it.
I never really follow him too much.
Big Booty Judy said, honestly, not to this magnitude.
Me either.
I didn't think the behind the scenes stuff was this big.
Yeah.
That broke it all apart, but I knew there was something big behind the scenes that I didn't believe the Wrens were in the wrong nearly as much as they were being painted to be.
Yeah. Like it was wild because really like the little bit that they did say, because they really weren't speaking about it as much as Marissa was and that side and Gavin and what's his name? Gummit. Why can't I remember his name?
Ooh.
It literally just slipped my mind.
Jaden?
The other J name, Gavin's friend.
Jaden.
Jaden. Why the fuck did that literally just fell right out my mind.
That's what I was thinking
Yes.
of Big Booty G. There had to be an astronomical amount of money to be coming in and filtering in and out of there to not notice $71,000.
Well, you have to think that it was over, like she was doing it like slowly over time.
But I thought $71,000 was just last year alone, right? And
No,
over,
I think it was average, yeah, that much.
Yeah, that's what they were paying themselves for.
That's a lot of money per year, like-
14,000 overtime.
Unfortunately,
most
when you have a trusted employee that's handling your payroll, unfortunately, it is easy to rack up that amount in embezzlement, especially if the company is doing that well.
you got to be real comfortable knowing like that you have that type of access to be able to pull that off, because most companies, most private owned companies, they'll do an
Internal audit.
an internal monthly audit, because you got to close the books out every month, and then every 3 months you do, to start to prepare for your taxes and stuff. So it's wild.
Yeah, the number is just, it keeps growing, and the amount of fraud and embezzlement, it's like, wow.
Thank you, Martha Fokker.
Martha, wait a minute. Look,
Martha Fokker, thank you.
Martha Fucker.
Martha Fokker.
I love it. My goodness.
I love this group of trolls.
I seen Big Booty Judy say, hold on, let me read it because I wanted to address it.
Big Booty Judy.
where was it? Not to defend Marissa at all, but her mom could have very much been lying to her. You know what? I think to an extent her mom was lying to her.
I think so, too.
I think to an extent she was. Now, do I think that, because if we remember the day ones, if we remember Gavin, when he was still living at Marissa's parents because Gavin used to date her brother. I'm not sure if they're still dating, but I know he doesn't live there anymore. But he was saying, yeah, I used them credit cards, and he was like bragging about it. So I think to an extent she knew, but I don't think she knew.
I don't think she knew. I don't think she knew about like paying overtime pay. I think she knew about like using the cards here and there.
Right.
I don't think she knew that her mom was paying herself out like that much money.
Yeah, I don't think she knew the extent or really exactly what embezzlement is and stuff like that. I don't think she was just that keen on it.
Hi, Simon. Thank you, Casey.
Do I think she knew about like using the credit cards and stuff like that? Yes. Was her mom probably lying to her and filling her head with a bunch of bullshit? And that's why Marissa was like going so hard defending her? Probably so. But I mean,
I think a lot of it,
she said some nasty ass shit about the rent. So
that part, though, yeah, how far she went, was way too far, especially not knowing. And like some of the comments are saying, she definitely knew something was wrong, but I think her mom also probably covered a lot of that up and used her age as ignorance, and she just really didn't know how deep she was getting in. And I hope she's actually not implicated for her mother's crimes if she didn't know anything about it.
Thank you, Simon.
Now, what I really wonder is I wonder how much the husband knew. I wonder how much Marissa's dad knew.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, Simon.
Because that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of times,
he had
also
had to know to an extent because, I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, because, I've one of my friends in middle school, one of her moms got in trouble for embezzling out of a company and stuff. And a lot of the time the families don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true.
But it makes sense, like how last year Marissa was so mad at Tyler. And she was texting him. I remember the screenshots.
Yeah, I have that screenshot. I'm going to show that one.
And she's like, oh my God, you would betray us for Whitney again. And it's like, that makes so much sense why you were so mad, because him and his mom told Denise and Doug to check the books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's the same. Maybe.
No, a lot of you, because it's funny. I was telling my panel over there, it's fun because that's all of this goes back to when I just watched you guys, and I was like, I didn't even know them up until this point. I was like, but watching it all come together, it's wild.
Yep.
Exactly, Cindy.
Because that's what I was telling them. I was like, no, you guys have been following the Wrens and all of them for so long that
if they're not guilty, if she's not guilty, then why did she try to make a settlement?
No,
that's a lot of audacity.
That's true. Like they say, you do not mix business and family, and basically, they were family. Basically, I mean, friends for 30 years. Their kids raised like siblings.
I was curious how that conversation went, though. I mean, I want y'all to think about that for a minute. You're willing to you're trying to settle on money that you stole. That's like you taking money from me and saying, "Hey, I took $20, but I'm only gonna give you back 10."
That's more like $1, man.
I mean, the audacity of that.
I mean, really the audacity of this embezzlement.
That's what I was saying yesterday, everybody. Judy is. You have to think of how devastating and how much, that betrayal was huge for Denise and Doug. But then also when you think back of Whitney and what she's been through this past year, and she has had a hard time with friendships and relationships. But I mean, it all kind of makes sense. Because you see something like that happen, and you're like, oh, can you really trust anyone? That's weird.
I agree, Big Booty Judy.
Yeah, that settlement offer, that does prove guilt to me. But
yeah.
I saw something.
Also, I know that the majority of this panel was a huge. Y'all were Kristen supporters. I've always kind of leaned towards a little bit more towards Whitney, but especially now, like thinking about the betrayal of it all, and then like looking back at it now, how devastating that really must have been to her when that friendship did start to dwindle down, and you're hanging out with the people that truly betrayed my family and took from them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all can hate her for all the Rocky stuff or whatever, tit for tat, what all that, but this was to me the first lick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I agree. I mean, I've always supported both of them. I have, like, at times there's been one I liked more than the other, and other times I like the other one more than the other. Like, they both did their tit for tat back and forth for sure.
That's exactly what I was saying yesterday. I was like, but this takes the top. Like Whitney definitely it comes out on top of it, because that's like family betrayal. That's way more than any of this other stuff that happened. It's what's happened to Whitney and her family over all of this.
well, but see, Martha Fuck, listen, if me, listen,
You
Martha.
said her name on purpose.
Listen, Martha. This Martha Fuck. Listen. If you took 100 of my dollars, I want every damn dime back. You hear me? I don't give a flying part in the whirlwind. Don't offer me 80 when your ass took 100.
And I thought something was interesting too. I don't know if it was in Chamomille's clip of you or one of your videos or something, but someone was arguing and saying, well, the Wren family put her up to it or something. I was like, they would have been, this is a criminal investigation.
That's so silly to say. Like, why would they steal from themselves? That's just
Right, plus interest.
that's just crazy to say.
I mean, this isn't just people going back and forth releasing receipts on the internet. This is now a criminal case. Like, the government would have uncovered that also while they were investigating it.
And y'all, this has been an ongoing investigation for 2 years now. Okay, so there has to be like substantial evidence for her to be arrested.
I never heard that.
Have a $250,000 bond. Like that's a huge bond.
Did she used to be a cop too? Look at that, Salty.
Did Lisa used to be a cop?
I know the ex-husband.
No, I
mean,
think her husband
right?
arrested.
Yeah. The ex-husband, I mean, not the ex-husband, I'm sorry. Lisa's husband, I think he worked at the sheriff's department, I want to say. I'm not sure where, but I
never heard the mama too.
Involved in law enforcement.
Right. Well, it could just be a comment.
Right. We know that.
So now yesterday,
Hi,
Sophie,
Jesse.
I only caught a little bit of it, but didn't you uncover some stuff yesterday that this was not her first go around with some stuff?
Yes, when I was looking into it to get all the documents to read online, did we get to read all of them yesterday, Swiper?
I think we did.
I wasn't sure if we got to finish. I know that we kept getting, stopping and like discussing stuff. But when we were looking that up, there was like other things. This isn't the first. Now, I didn't read into the other things to see exactly what it was, but one of my friends did a little bit.
Well, she also has, like, her mom has,
Message
like,
me and tell me what that other thing was so I can say it right, because I'm not sure.
I thought it was wasn't the other thing a notary thing?
Yeah, something like she signed something like she was a notary and she wasn't, or something like that.
and she has, like, a lot of, I think she's got, like, court history on Pinellas County for, like, a bunch of financial things, like maybe a bankruptcy. I don't know.
You could be on love and
I
lockup.
think that's what Simmer said on live stream. What are you laughing at?
Simon said him and Lisa gonna be on love and lockup.
Oh my god.
He also said he was going to be Lisa's pen pal.
You're probably gonna get probation or something.
And man,
What do you think? Do you think she'll actually go to jail?
I don't know, but she had to pay that bail bondsman that 10%. That you don't get that back.
You never know, because I really think with a case this extensive, like, the trial would be lengthy because it's a lot to uncover. And if it goes federal, which I know if it's over a certain amount, like sometimes the feds will pick it up and it'll be federal. No, if it goes federal, like there's not going to be any feelings involved in it, and they're going to have to go by the guidelines in the book, and it's just going to be what it is. But when it's state, a lot of times, just to not have a lengthy trial, because that wastes a lot of states' money to be in trial and in court that long, and the prosecutor and all that costs a lot of money for the state. So a lot of times they'll offer a plea deal, and the plea deal will be probably like she'll get house arrest with years of probation and restitution, and then you got to look into like her life and how she's living. And I know that the husband was sick. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but that could play a part in it if she's the breadwinner of the house and all of that.
Thank you, Simon. Oh my God.
He's so sweet.
That was so sweet. Thank you.
Funny and nice. I love it.
He's always such a sweet.
Chamomile, I got to send
He's
you
so
Target.
funny too.
Simon is making it rain.
But I think like when
Uncle Barry, you better throw it back. He's making it rain.
when Marissa was
Visit my panel sometime, Simon.
saying like wait to court. I think that what people don't understand is that this was over a year-long investigation, and the DA had to approve of being, like you don't just you take all these charges to the DA, and the DA says, "Hey, we've got enough to do
like
this or not." There's enough to take her to court.
Because it's not like Doug just went and pressed charges on her, so they arrested her. That's not how that's not how cases work in general. Like, it has to be evidence, and it has to go to the prosecutor, and they have to be indicted. A grand jury decides whether they have enough evidence to indict her and actually charge her with it or not. And obviously they had enough evidence to indict her, to charge her and arrest her. So, I mean, there's got to be evidence there. It's got to be, I would think, substantial evidence.
Y'all tap that ass. Tap it.
Yeah, tap, send your heart me's, share out the live.
Do you think they'll offer a plea deal? Honestly, I think that they'll offer a plea deal.
Thank you so much.
Because that's just how usually these things go. It's not like there was any kind. Probably will be a plea deal just to save like the trial.
Yeah, and it's a white collar crime, and
Thank you, John.
You don't get to a criminal investigation like this without the proof. The government's not wasting their time. This isn't over just some silly friends going back and forth over some things.
Yeah, exactly.
I just hope with that amount of money, I hope she did something astronomical with it. Like, I really hope she had the damn time of her life. Because if I'm going to take 3 hots and a cot and an orange juice, money.
I don't know if y'all know how Marissa's parents live, but like they live like they're fucking extremely wealthy.
Yeah.
They do?
It seems like she was getting it and spending it at the same time.
Parents?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how they live.
Well, they have a nice ass house like on the water. So,
and then I heard something about like possibly like her name's on the deed of her house, but not the.
Oh, really? She was
something about her house.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into
that. On Lisa's LinkedIn, it says she was a police officer in the 90s.
Maybe that's how her parents met. Because I know, like, I think he's like a retired police officer. So you never know.
Baby, you got to get out of jail real quick if you go in as a
Marissa
cop.
refers to herself as a trust fund kid.
Yeah,
I believe that too. If they needed money, they could have asked. I believe that too.
But I don't think they wanted a loan.
Well,
yeah, she did.
That, like Doug and Denise were affording a lot
she would have got out of there real quick if she's a cop.
And stuff. Like, you would think that like they would have been good. Like, they didn't have to steal. She didn't have to steal.
I did see we were watching a little bit of Whitney's brother's live, I believe, and he said that like this year has been like the best year at the company. So W for karma on that. That the business is still thriving.
And somebody honest is doing their books and shit. I bet.
Right?
God.
But it's nice to know.
Sick. That would literally make me sick. Because think about this, y'all. Like, they were paying for vacations for these people. Lisa was driving a nice ass car that was the Wrens, because I remember when she was fired, they went and took the car from her. So they were like affording a lot of her life. And on top of that, she was stealing. That just would make me sick. Like, because the money that they were taking them on vacations and paying for their vehicle and doing all, they're not getting that money back. That's just thrown to the wind. They're not getting that back. But
Well, I can tell you right now, if her daddy was a cop, like, you know, when my ex-husband got out of the military, he was a cop before he went overseas and did contract work. They don't make, and sheriff's department especially, they don't make much money at all. Like, it's very, now in that area and where they are in that particular part of Florida, that he probably makes better money than most, but not enough for extravagance.
Jess, what did she post and delete?
thank you.
Marissa posted something about Denise. Like,
that video right there.
Chef's kiss.
I saw this didn't age well in Marissa's face, and I already fucking knew it. Like, watching that video over again, especially with all the details that is into place now, I literally saw right through it. Like, the whole time that she was on live acting like an obnoxious fucking maniac, talking the way that she was, like, you could see right through it right then and there, even without any of the details. That girl is insane. She has problems, and this was all a lie from the start. She was spiraling because she knew her mom was going to jail. Point blank, like, clear down the line A-list. She is like not
and
all there.
I have so many screen recordings of her crashing out throughout this past year, like, just insanity. Like, really.
Did you guys see her live today at Chipotle?
Yeah, and she got banned immediately.
So
that's just crazy.
That's
crazy to project that much. That, like, you're gonna say Denise is going to jail, all this stuff about them for this whole year. Meanwhile, you know that your mom is the one going through this for doing that. It's so crazy to me.
Acting like such a spoiled brat when you were built off of fraud is wild.
I'm a trust fund baby. Trust fund baby my ass. Who are you? Dude, when they told me all of this information fucking, what, a year and a half ago, I was literally on FaceTime with them. They were telling me everything, and I was like,
yeah.
There's no way.
It's like the audacity.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm seeing people in the comments being like, something's not adding up. You're telling me you don't check your books. Do you know how many companies don't check their books because they think they have loyal ass employees? That was Denise's best friend of 30 years. You really thought she was going to backstab her?
Yep, this unfortunately happens in a lot of small businesses where you
That's
mix
why they say do not mix
family and friends.
And friends and family. You just don't do it, because
that's why I say with my business, I don't give a family and friends discount. I charge y'all more because you'd be more pain in the ass.
Skimming off the top, like little things, even if it's something like, I'll give you an example. If you've got a company credit card, you can go and like act like you're going to go buy groceries or something and get cash back, and from that transaction and get like there's so many methods that you have that are not foolproof when it comes to that kind of stuff if nobody's watching you.
Well, they also Jay Wren said last night that she was literally taking their employees' overtime pay.
I also heard that she was taking someone's commission.
She was a salary earner, and she was getting overtime in commission. Get the fuck out of my face.
But he said that they had like over, I don't want to quote him wrong, but I want to say like 50 employees that had to go in and talk to like
that's how she was embezzling money.
To the cops, like the investigators, because she was literally taking their money.
That shit is so crazy. I don't know if you saw the live last night, but there was a phone call that I had with Denise when they were at Gulf Coast Jam, and it was when a lot of shit was going on when I was friends with Emily and Britton, and there was like some beef going on where it was being said that I leaked a group chat. Mind you, never a day in my life have I ever leaked a group chat, but I digress. Anyway, so Britton and Emily, I think, as everybody knows, was like, they were like two of the main mods for Marissa for a really long time. And I'm on the phone with Denise, And I'm talking about how I didn't leak a group chat. I don't know where these girls are getting this information from. I think they're getting it from Marissa. Marissa obviously didn't like me because she knew that I was coming down there, whatever.
Yeah, for Wick's
And
birthday.
Lisa gets on the phone and she starts screaming at me. You guys need to cut this shit out. Marissa is sick. She's not right in the head. Like, you can't keep doing this. Like, you're, what's it called? You're enabling her, whatever. She was pretty much saying that Marissa's sick and she has all of these issues. And every time we talk about her and put her into the drama, we enable her and whatever the case may be. And
oh my God,
I saw that girl live today, just putting herself back in. I
remember people saying how her mom even says how she is not stable. I remember that.
Lisa was not wrong about that.
Yeah,
but Denise told her, she was like, "You need to calm down. Like, you need to stop yelling at Kiara because Kiara didn't do anything. Mind you, they're at Gulf Coast Jam, supposed to be having fun." So the key point to this was the fact that I told Lisa that Marissa kept telling the internet and then telling me, Emily, and like a bunch of other people privately that she was a trust fund baby. That she was getting money from a trust fund. Who do you guys think has a trust fund?
That's crazy.
Probably not Marissa. It's not Marissa. And money was being stolen.
What, it's her trust fund?
And then, guys,
company?
They sold Marissa a house for $10,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ahmad. I don't think we're here to talk about everything that Wendy Wren's ever done in her life or her rumors. We're here to talk about this case right here.
That house that Marissa lived in was Denise's.
I miss it, but good. Thank you. Go ahead.
That was, in fact, Denise's house. Marissa didn't have shit for herself. She wanted to talk about Trayvon all the time. Trayvon gets this. Trayvon gets that. Trayvon gets handouts. Da-da-da-da-da. Trayvon doesn't get handouts. Trayvon has to work for his shit. Marissa got handouts because your mom and her were your friends for 30 years and you were like a daughter to her. You get handouts.
Well, even with that, the betrayal, like that, Marissa was going behind backs and like contacting these T pages and stuff. You don't do that to your friends.
Yeah.
Well, she was in so many people's DMs. So many from
she messaged me.
So many, like all the T pages. Lord, I'm not even gonna name all the people she was talking to, but it was a lot.
When I told
just trying to spin her narrative, and I think that had a lot to do with like people supporting her, believing her, because like who would do that and go that hard? But now, I was telling Swiper today, like whenever I watch these videos now from a year ago of her crash outs and stuff, she was so uncomfortable with the things coming out of her mouth because she knew they were a lie. Like you could see it plain as day. Like,
do you remember?
So uncomfortable.
Do you remember when she was sitting by her poolside and she was just sobbing and everybody was like, "Oh, woe is me, Marissa." Like she's crying about Whitney. She was not crying about Whitney. She was crying about the fact that she knew mommy was going to jail. That's what the fuck she was
crying. The house of cards was falling.
That's what I told y'all today.
That's what the fuck she was crying for.
I said today, I thought that was about that.
Yeah. Well, she knew it was all downhill from there. Like that moment was like a big like fucking gotcha.
Yep. And the day that I told Lisa that Marissa was telling people that she was a trust fund baby, thinking back on it, the way she reacted, she like started coming at me and was like tweaking out on me. And sitting back on it, she wasn't tweaking out on me because she like was accusing me of stuff. She was tweaking out on me because she was internally panicking about the fact that her daughter was low-key throwing her under the bus.
Right. Yeah,
it's so
looking
crazy.
back, I can.
That's why you guys answer that comment by Paisley.
I told him that. No, I muted them.
Muted before I could even read it. So
okay, well,
someone
if they're
said that
muted, I will go and explain that for a little bit. Go and look into the law for Florida. It's called the Romeo and Juliet law. For one, they were less than 3 years apart. They were both still in school.
Oh, is that
and
what
both
it's about?
Still children.
Yes.
That's
so completely different.
What does that have shit to do with this? Like
exactly.
That's so stupid.
I'm so tired of people bringing that
just
up
like
and then bringing in her father.
Like that ain't got shit to do with this. Y'all
she was 12 years old. 12 years old and had absolutely nothing to do, no control,
also-
nothing with her adult father's actions. And he wasn't convicted.
Wasn't convicted, and also people get fucking scam in the fucking army all the time.
Yeah, that's
Rather than
just
fact,
silly.
either way, guilty, not guilty, doesn't matter.
It
He
doesn't.
was not convicted.
That should not be brought up because
And it's just irrelevant
he's
to
never
this.
like that. Never
It's
he
deflection.
never got to go to trial, and even the courts decide whether he was guilty or innocent. So why are we even talking about it like he was guilty of it?
Because it's
Sorry,
deflection,
just because you
and
read
it's
a news
because
article
Gavin.
and like there's news articles written every fucking day that aren't the truth. So
Yes, and Kim made a good video about that earlier today too.
Yeah, because she actually was the person
Yep.
that he would be selling the things to. So she has insight in kind of how things little shit works when it comes to that aspect.
W clout sharing.
You love Gavin. You love
Melissa.
somebody that's literally a background character to deleted scenes and just likes to hear himself talk and really doesn't know shit.
Marissa has everything to do with this when she started bumping her fucking fat ass gums. Now she has something to
what
do
does
with
Marissa
it.
have to do with this? Have you been here for the past year?
Right.
What does
I
she
can
have
give you
to
a
do
little
with
insight
this?
on what Marissa has to do with this. Marissa knows and knew what her mother was doing to some shape of an extent. I don't think she didn't know the gravity of how much and exactly what her mother was doing, but she knew what her mother was doing, and she allowed it because she was also using the cards and the money.
And she was a big part of the flipping of the narrative and
Thank you, baby.
going on towards the Wren family for the last year that they've gone through.
Yeah, and then bragged about it.
Kristen turning around and posting shit with Marissa, fucking pathetic, girl. Go take care of your kids.
Well, I mean, her kids were sleeping. It was late, but either way, it's just she just likes the attention, and that's all she freaking cares about. That's just what it is. It's just attention.
So
Just
much
like
for
if y'all seen her go live today, like that was absolutely like
Yeah,
And then
and the
hiding.
gas cards.
obviously you want attention.
The gas
Obviously.
cards is like the least of the fraud and stuff.
That okay, Sam. That is one thing too that I wanted to talk about. It has to do, yes, with the company cards, but it is far bigger and more than just the company cards being used. Yes,
It's
is that
more than
part
just
of
the
it
company.
with part of the money that was being stolen? Yes. And either way, did sometimes Denise or Doug or whoever say, yeah, go ahead, just use the gas card really quick, whatever? That still doesn't mean shit because that's such a small
Look, I'm
little
gonna
piece of
explain
what was
After
taken.
reading the stuff, this is why like Gavin using the gas card and Marissa, whatever. The reason the cards have so much to do with it is because Lisa, Marissa's mom, was taking the company card and paying off her credit cards with it.
And also, didn't
That's
she
why
open
it
up
has
extra accounts?
Something to do with it. So when you
No.
talk about the gas
See,
cards,
that's
that's
not just
petty
exactly
shit.
what it was, though. It wasn't just her using the business cards to pay things off. She was moving money into different bank accounts to pay things off and pay her bills. Not just using cards, but going through the
And-
business bank accounts.
And let's not forget,
Where did you read that?
the company wasn't the only thing that she was stealing from.
Where can I find that?
At
she
least
was
from what
moving
I
money
was
around?
told.
It will be out eventually. It's And this is the thing too, is they took all of Denise's text messages. They've gone through all of the text messages, be from Denise, Doug, Lisa, all of them during just this past year and a half with the investigation, stating and showing what was used, when was used, who was allowed, whatever. Like they had Denise's phone and got all of that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we got to 10K likes. I'm gonna start showing some screenshots.